So apparently, a satanic organization has been allowed to host allowed to place a satanic display at the Minnesota Capitol building, according to this article by Alpha News. And I'll just go down here. I suppose you could pause it if you want, but I'll leave a link to the article. It says down here, I'll just read the last part of the last paragraph here. So the Minnesota Department of Administration is the ones that are responsible for issuing permits for the state capitol and grounds. And the spokesperson for the department told Alpha News, a permit for a First Amendment protected speech event does not imply an endorsement by the state. Currently, there's a Christmas tree in the rotunda, and a nativity scene was on the upper mall, front lawn of the Capitol. There will be a Hanukkah menorah display beginning next week. And my reply down here is, I left a comment. The establishment clause of the First Amendment forbids the government from establishing an official religion or unduly favoring any religion over another. Given that there is a limited amount of space in the Capitol building, and given there's an unlimited potential number of different religions, the Minnesota government is favoring this satanic religious organization over others by allowing the Satanists this space and time in the Minnesota State Capitol building, and not some other religion the same space and time for a display there. Therefore, the state of Minnesota government is violating the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. So, here I'll go to the Establishment Clause page at cornell.edu, where it states here, the First Amendment's Establishment Clause prohibits the government from making any law respecting an establishment of religion. This clause not only forbids the government from establishing an official religion, but also prohibits the government actions that unduly favor one religion over another. It also prohibits the government from unduly preferring religion over non-religion or non-religion over religion. Although some government action implicating religion is permissible and indeed unavoidable, it is not clear just how much the Establishment Clause tolerates. In the past, the Supreme Court has permitted religious invocations to open legislative session, public funds to be used for private religious school busing, and textbooks and university funds to be used to print and publish student religious groups' publications. Conversely, the court has ruled against some overly religious displays at courthouses, state funding supplementing teacher salaries at religious schools, and some overly religious holiday decorations on public land. So, now that's interesting that there's a spokesperson for the state that approves the permits for such displays at the Capitol building, was saying it's a free speech event. And so implying that this is something that's allowed by it's an event specifically allowed by the First Amendment, the free speech clause of the First Amendment. And what I'm contending is that by allowing this display, that runs counter to the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment. And it was my contention that it overrides the First Amendment clause of the First Amendment of the Constitution, because disallowing this display or any other display of that's overtly religious will just be creating a neutral stance towards religion, the religious displays at the Capitol. Similarly, I would not be able to, say, post a giant poster up at the Capitol with, like, say, a manifesto or some kind of treatise or essay in big bold letters. Put it on a tripod and post it. Let's just say, I want to put it up there, and I'm contending it's free speech that allows me to do that. So I'm going to apply for a permit. Apparently, this group applied for a permit and was granted a permit. So it's a free speech event. So if they're allowing free speech, why can't just an ordinary citizen such as myself put like an easel? Yeah, easel. Put like an easel, tripod, and post one of my essays up there and say it's a free speech event. And so I'm sure they would not allow that. As a result, why are they putting preference to this free speech event, even though it's overtly religious? And also, so I think they're violating my free speech rights, because I am not allowed to place my display, my free speech, there at the same place and time. Also, it violates other religions and religious organizations that may want to have their own display there at the same space and time. So in a way, it violates both free speech and the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. As a result, so you wonder, why did they decide to allow this display and not others? And it would seem to be that it's really rather concerning that they decided, we're going to allow this. And why not, say, Buddhism or Hinduism, some kind of display for those religions? One of the good religions of the world. And so, you might ask, why? How can you tell what's the difference between a good religion and a bad religion? Well, the good religions, they all praise and cherish integrity, honesty, those sorts of traits. Whereas the evil, bad religions, such as Satanism, Lucifer worshippers, I think it's called Luciferism, or Luciferianism, demonism, demon worship. They praise deception, trickery for one's advantage. If you like trick somebody in some way or deceive others for you're able to gain personal advantage for yourself at the disadvantage of the person you tricked, that's praiseworthy for the evil, bad religions. So that's how you tell the good religions from the bad religions of the world. So all the good religions praise honesty and integrity, regardless of the negative consequences it may have for you. If you're willing to sacrifice your own advantage in order to be honest with others, even though it may be your to your disadvantage. That's praiseworthy to all the good religions of the world, such as the Abrahamic religions of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, and also all the Eastern religions, such as Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism, Jainism, all those Eastern religions as well. They emphasize honesty and integrity, but it's the evil religions value trickery and deception in order to gain advantage over others. So that's how you can tell what's a good religion and what is an evil religion. So that then you go look at what do we value in politicians? What if they're honesty is paramount in being trustworthy with what they're saying. So that it seems telling to me that the current Democratic governor, I hold him. I think I hold him responsible for allowing this. And I wonder if did he? I wonder if he had a hand in allowing this satanic display to be displayed in the Capitol building. It's rather concerning that this is being allowed to be placed there. Now, if somebody's going to say, well, then why should any other religion be displayed there? Okay, that's a good question. Well, then, if that's what it takes to keep a satanic display from being displayed in the building, then so be it. Let's remove all these religious holiday decorations from the Capitol grounds. If that's what it takes, okay, then let's do that. I think if that's what it takes to keep Satan, this satanic religious display, out of the Capitol building, I support that. This is not good that this is being allowed in the Minnesota. This is not good that a satanic display is being allowed in the Minnesota State Capitol building. I'm going to go on record as saying that. I don't think I'm going out on a limb in saying that. Now, what does Governor Walz have to say about this? That's what I would like to hear. Is he against it? Is he saying that this is? I don't know. What's his stance on this? I've not heard anything from the governor or the governor's office. Have not heard any statements yet. I'm waiting to hear anything at all. So that's all I have to say for now. I'm going to be looking into this further about the Establishment Clause being violated by this display. I think we need to do whatever it takes to get it out of the Capitol building. It's supposed to be the people's house. This does not represent the values of the people of Minnesota. So we need to get it out of there. So we need to get it removed by whatever legal means are necessary. And that's all I have to say for now. If you're still watching, thanks for watching.